That the finish is very kind of smoky. So if you're not into very smoky teas, the leaves are really short, which I always thought was really fun. For the morning tea I just usually put like a pinch in there. It's black tea, so you want to have like 250 or 205 degrees, not boiling water, but just under if you want to get it just perfect. I have a new strawberry dress. This is from what do they call it? Physical drop. It was like my first physical drop dress, and they're usually a little bit cheaper. But they have no lining. So I was kind of amazed. And obviously, this is O'Hara. She will be walking by because obviously she needs to be the center of all the attention. And then this I got from some random Taobao shop a while ago. It is a very giant headdress, but it's tons of fun. And then you see my husband's computer and stuff over here. We'll look into seeing what can possibly be done. But the thought of these little tea chats are simply to talk about what's going on. I used to do a complete like writing update on Monday, but I think these chats will be nice and casual. You get all these nice shots of my cat just going all over the place. I'm going to try to do them on Tuesday, probably about 9 o'clock. Sounds good. And my cat jumped all over my notes. So if you hear tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week on Tuesday, I should be doing this again. I'll have on a different dress and a different outfit, and I might be drinking the same tea. But let's see. I guess the first thing I should say, since the last time we spoke, is I moved. Yay! So I moved. So that was fun. I also got a promotion at work, which involved a lot of new stuff. I went to like a new school. It was higher pay, which is what I really needed because insurance was basically literally half my paycheck, over half my paycheck, with my old job. And basically, I worked at the new job for about 4 months before I realized that it was basically the most exploitative thing I've ever done. I felt miserable. I always tell people like I didn't recognize myself, which was such a strange thing to feel like, who is this person? I don't know who they are. Whoever could they be? Like I'm a big like doer person. I want to go do all the things. And we had like a surprise 3 days off because our COVID numbers are so high. They're like, go take off and just rest, they said. Even though the person in charge of me was like, why don't you come in and do those things? Even though the superintendent is saying go rest, but I actually want you to come in and work on things. Shake it. So whatever. But the 3 days off, usually before, if I had 3 surprise days off, I would be writing up a giant storm, and it would be so fun. But I literally just laid and watched TV, which is not something I do. I realized like this is not me. I was going to therapy specifically for the job, which was also a thing that was kind of like, I can't believe I'm going to therapy just for my job, but I was. So I just quit. And guess what? That means I'm a full-time author now, which is just so strange because that's the thing I wanted from the very beginning. And it just seems like, why didn't I do this sooner? I could have quit at any time and been a full-time author. So that was pretty fun. That was fun. So I've been a full-time author since February 1st, and it was amazing, especially because like I quit and the next day my little Amazon check came, and granted it was like for $50, but it was still $50, and that was the only income I was getting. So I felt very professional and everything. I don't know. It made me so happy. Things I haven't talked about on this channel is, hey, I published 2 books since I was away. The first one was in September 2021. I published this one, which is Addicted to Lust. It was part of my new series, the Yakuza Path romance series. So basically, it has Hayato who is the bodyguard of my main mob guy. These are romance books, so less blood and more love. I like to say. So it's very romantic, but it does have some like darker, angsty past stuff going through it. So just a warning of that. Hayato is a huge jerk at the beginning, but he has his reasons. But I promise, by the end, you will understand and you will love him so much. I promise. I promise. And then in what was it, November, October? Yes. So like November something, I published this one in 2021, and this is funny because I had my new job. So I had my new job. I wrote this book, and I actually joked with people. I'm like, look, it's the last book I'm ever gonna write. which was sad, but really that's how I felt. Even like the week or two that I had the job, that's what I felt like. But it's wrapped in Scream. It is the next thriller book. So Hayato from the first book is in it. He's just the bodyguard here. But this is more of a thriller book. Can you even see me? But it's more of a thriller book. And let's see what else. Oh my, I'm just looking at this cat. Can you see how ridiculous she is? She's just stealing the show from me. Yes. But it is a thriller book. It does deal a little bit more with Naoa and Aki's relationship, more so than the other books have, but there is still lots of blood and like finger chopping off and punishment to be delivered. So just know that's a thing happening. So that those are out. The links will be down below if you like to do that. So that's the past. So I figured with these chats, I could do like, here's my tea, here's my outfit, here's what happened this last week. And then I'm going to say like, here's what I am trying to do next week. I don't know if you guys know the HB90 method by Sarah Cannon for heart breathings. I really like her stuff. And usually I would do this and the fourth quarter last year and the first quarter of this year, I didn't do it because I didn't have any energy to do anything. This time for this next quarter, I decided to be like super serious and like print it all out. And I got them little spiral bound. I just went to like Office Max and they do that. And it's like relatively cheap. And usually there's a coupon. So I recommend it that way because, printer ink yourself is just so annoying. I think there is a way to do it digitally, but I feel like analog is always so much easier to get away because I always feel like I'm supposed to be on the computer. So I'm supposed to be writing when I'm on the computer. So it's kind of easier to do things not on the computer sometimes. So I want to do that for the next quarter, and I want to do more of like a full life HB90. Sarah Cannon's doing like a 6 months for her life kind of challengey thing. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I'm going to try that too. So we'll see how that is. And do it and see what it's like. I think planning's always come naturally to me. Even like outlining and stuff has become something I'm really used to. So I'm gonna try to do that. What else is going on? Oh, I've gotten back to learning Japanese. It has been my on again, off again language for years now, for like over a decade. I'm on again with it. I've been going to class since the middle of summer. And I just introduced like a tutor, like a private tutor that I talk to over online. And she's been really fun just for more conversation. Sometimes I feel like I'm not really confident to speak Japanese, and it's important to remember to speak it. So she's helping me with being more comfortable speaking Japanese. And also, the school teaches very formal Japanese, and that's different than the way people talk. So she's helping me get the way people talk. Mm-hmm. It's such a nice dark tea. So that's been fun. This week, I want to try to start learning the kanji. I started doing it a bit, but doing the new job and doing Japanese, trying to learn kanji on top of that was just ridiculous. So I stopped. But now, especially with the tutoring lessons, it's becoming a hindrance for her to always write the kanji, the like Chinese characters out and like simplified Japanese. So I'm gonna go back to trying to learn it using this site called Wanikani, and I also have the book Remember the Kanji. And I think some people say like one's better than the other. I just go, all the jump days and do both. Why not do both? I have the time to do both now as a full-time author. After this chat, I'm going to be writing. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, we have to move my cat. Thank you. I'm going to be doing my quarterly planning. Oh, I should also mention the book I'm writing now. The book I'm writing now is My Heart's Desire. It is this next book and the Yakuza romance series. It's really fun. It has Yuki in it, and Yuki was in the this book, the Wrapped in Screams books. So he was in there just for like one chapter. So the romance books are really just to have one, like kind of the side's character romance stories kind of fleshed out a bit more. So I'm working on that. I'm working on chapter 5, which has been so annoying to me. It's like a chapter where lots of things happen. And I was able to like wake up and lay in bed, where I get tons of plotting done. And yeah, so I was struggling with this chapter yesterday. I like set my firmest timer for the 2 hours, and I was just like, oh, this chapter, I hate it. I was grumbly. And husband was all like, you're grumbly at your story. I'm like, I know, because it's very grumbly right now. And I don't know. And then like I had the time to wake up, lay in bed for about half an hour and just kind of ponder how to fix it. And I thought of like the brilliant idea with how to fix chapter 5. So I actually like it. So I'm going to be working on that. So that was it for this T-chat. Let's do this again next Tuesday. If you're not already, you should become a member of my Patreon. People get at the $5 they get postcards, but usually I send them chapters of my book because I'm just like, here, have more. Thanks for supporting me. So usually they get chapters of the book I'm writing before anybody else does. But that's it. Tell me what's going on with you and what you plan on to do this week and all that jazz. Okay, guys, until next time. Bye.